back to fabulous people in the audience, and I'm going to be talking to Eman El Alawi. We came to the UK when you were 13, correct? And you are the co-founder of Entec SI, and I want you to touch on something that the panel was talking about earlier, the issue of unconscious biases, because in the business world today, we have, preconceived notions and things of that nature. From your experience, what are the things that you've seen in terms of unconscious biases that people tend to bring into the workplace or into business conversations?
It's really interesting listening to the panelists earlier, and everything they've said resonates with me personally. Entec SI is a business that's been made up by two people, one male, one female, me, and we always struggled, even up to 5 years ago, walking into a business meeting, if the two of us were in that meeting. Obviously, there's me, female, and with a slightly unusual name. They always deferred to my business partner, Peter. And it takes so much effort to be able to work within that environment to get them to a point where they actually can defer to you and understand that you are an equal partner in that. But I see that not just in the business world, I see it in the personal situations as well. So I fly fixed-wing aircraft. It's something I took up as a hobby 5 years ago again. And every time I land at an airport, if there's a male partner with me in that particular scenario, you go to pay the landing fee, they defer to him, and they think he's the pilot. So you see it on a personal level, and also you see it at a very business level.
So it's not just in the world of business, it's a societal thing, you think?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think it just feels, and again, the panelists said it earlier, it feels that you have to work extra hard and you have to prove yourself again and again, both at a personal level and equally at a business level.
And what are those things that you think we need to begin to do about it? What actions can we take?
I think there's quite a lot we can do. As business leaders and business owners, we can do more, I feel. For instance, in Entec SI, we are 62% female. So that's not a conscious decision, but it is only because finding the right people to do the job, that seems to be the case. And we have been for quite some time. I think us CEOs, we have to work a little bit harder and be more mindful in terms of helping people along that journey. But equally, I think we as business leaders, again, we can mentor. I think that was discussed a few times. And I think we're in a great position to be role models and to work with people who can be role models for those who are aspiring to work, particularly in our sector as well, because we're very much in the tech sector. So that tends to be a little bit more challenging for females as well. And the other thing I think we can do, and we can all do that, is to call it out and be upfront about it and stand there and say, excuse me, I am who I am, or I am the person who flew that aircraft in. And I think until we do that, that's always going to be a challenge. Quite often we find a lot of people, once you call it out, they stand there and go, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise. So it's just calling it out that needs to be done more, I feel.
I totally agree with you, because I think that there's some excellent work being done by amazing women all over the place, and it's just not being recognized enough. So thank you very much for drawing attention to that. We're going to go back to the panel now, where Carl is eagerly waiting to talk to our fantastic panel.